It's Winner's Corner time, the show that brings you everything you need to know for today's races. It's Sunday and we're staying in Malmö Jägersro down south in Sweden because it's time for V75 and, of course, the Derby. Mike, tell us about this year's Derby.
Well, you know, we always say this, but this has got to be the best edition, at least in a long time.
I'll ask you next year again.
Yeah, no, it's a fantastic edition, and several of these horses have been so impressive, and they all impressed in the elimination as well. So several of the favorites are coming with absolute full form. So I'm really looking forward to this year's edition.
But we're taking it from the beginning, and we're starting off with the first betting suggestion of the day. All the way in the start, race number 1. What have you found for us?
I think number 2, Grainfield Ace, is going to be a bit overlooked here. He's got 3 straight failures now in his program. Once he was disqualified for bumping another horse, but then he's failed twice. Second to last time he was out on the V75, finished out of the money as last, but he was definitely excused. He was right behind the leader in the pocket slot. The leader ran out of gas, and Grainfield Ace was virtually climbing over that one. So I think that his form is a lot better than you can tell from the race card. And now he's back on the sprint distance, which he really loves. He's very fast behind the gate, and I think that this is a very likely wire-to-wire winner, and I'm hoping to get good odds on him.
A win, but they're in the first race, number 2, Grainfield Ace. Moving on then to the race that marks the start of the V75. It's the 5th race, and we have a clear-cut favorite here, number 5, Star Advisor Jolie, but you're not going for that one. You have another idea.
Yeah, first off, I think this is a very open race here. I don't buy the favorite. I think he's way too much of a favorite. He must get the lead in order to win this, and even with the lead, he is more of a sprinter. But number 4, Beppe Am, I think offers great value for money and is a very solid show horse. He finished very nicely last time when he was out in the gold division, racing against Charua for. He was right behind Charua Forlan there with 100 meters to go, and he kept even pace with that one over the final stretch. So I think that Beppe Am has absolute perfect form at the moment, and he's kind of ran out of favors now from the bettors. He's failed a few times his favorite, and nowadays it seems that nobody believes in him. So I like that. I think we're getting good odds on him. He's definitely going to finish in the top 3.
Another interesting bet there from Mike. And now we're moving on to the 8th race, and this is for the mares. It looks like a really open race. If you look at the V75 percentages, it looks really difficult to solve, is it?
It could be.
It could be, but not for you.
It could be quite. It's very even, but I think the lead is going to be quite important here. And number 6, Chiquitita Diablo, is a horse that impressed me last time when she came back to the track after a month away. She showed fantastic grit and fantastic head there, and I think that she has the toughness needed to win. She's going to move up in form now. She's not going to take the lead right away, but she's so tough that I think that Untersteiner can send her forward right away, and with that performance last time, I think she's going to be let to the lead after about 500-600 meters, and from that position she's going to be kind of tricky to catch.
So skipping the big favorite and going for a show bet instead. And now let's take a look at your next betting suggestion. It's in race 11, and you're going way down in the percentages. You're going to get some good odds on this one.
Yeah, it's another horse that's going to be quite overlooked here. Number 2, Staro Interstate. Another horse that has excellent form, and last time he was out at Copenhagen, he finished very nicely over the long distance. He loves this long distance, is well trained by Thomas Malmqvist, and this time Johnny Takter is replacing Christopher Eriksson. Now Christopher Eriksson is really, really good, but a driver change can really wake a horse up every once in a while. And I feel that the handicapped horses are going to have a hard time catching the front horses on a fast summer track. So this bet is kind of dependent on having a fast track, but great value for money here.
All right, great value for money. That's what we're hoping for. Now let's take a look at the main event of the day. It's races 10 and 11, and of course you can bet on the daily double here. It's time for the Swedish Trotting Derby. This is a really interesting race, 2,640 meters, and you think you found the winner.
I think the winner is definitely going to be number 5, Rajesh Face. If he stays calm and trotting, he is an exceptional racehorse. And looking at him, you're kind of reminded when Ludwig Colgjini was winning all the races with Viking Kronos, for instance. He always won by about 100 meters. And this horse looks like a real superstar in every way. The only thing is that he's a bit nervous and he runs with his head up. And you always feel a bit worried that he's going to go off stride any second. And of course, that way he won't win it. But if he stays trotting, they're not beating this one.
So banker on Rajesh Face in the first leg of the daily double. The second leg isn't all that clear because you need some more horses to mark here.
Yeah, Starro Interstate definitely on my slip. He's going to be quite overlooked, but doesn't win all that often. Kingvar TT, number 9, completely overlooked this time. Likes the conditions and is probably going to be sent forward right away. And then number 12, Udo's Euler, probably one of the favorites here, but still one of the likely winners.
And that, of course, makes 3 combinations for the daily double. 5 Rajesh Face as a banker in the first leg, and then horses 2, 9, and 12. So 3 combinations in the daily double. You need a lot more to solve the V75 this Sunday at Jägersro, which contains, of course, the Swedish trotting derby. Let's take a look at the V75 system handed out in races 5 through 11. We've talked about one of your bankers, of course, Rajesh Face, but you have 2 more horses to bank. In the third leg, what about 3 Cash Crow?
Yeah, this is the final for the mare division for the derby, and Cash Crow was incredibly impressive in the elimination when she went off stride and then just cleared around and won easily. So it's worrying that she's gone off stride behind the gate now 2 times running, but I'm guessing Johnny Tactor is getting to know the mare and he's going to take a very slow start here. As long as she stays trotting, she's got a penalty kick. She's simply a lot better than the rest.
And in the 5th leg, you think it's a solid favorite as a banker?
Yeah, it's an amateur driver's race, and we've got the best driver on the best horse with a great post, so I'm not going to go against that.
3 bankers, and of course you're banking in the derby. Can I ask you a horse behind this one, Rajesh Face, who's going to be battling it out for 2nd or 3rd?
I think the main competitor is probably going to be Cyber Lane, who's going to be right on the back of Rajesh Face, probably going to get a good trip there. But then Monarch Newman really impressed me in the elimination as well. So they're all really good horses, but Rajesh Face stands out.
Of course it does. And Mike's V75 system this Sunday is made up of 540 combinations, and he needs all horses in the first leg. And that was all for today. For more information, please visit our website, SwedishHorseRacing.com. And by all means, do not miss the derby at Jägersro. Wish you the best of luck and have a really great Sunday.